Hello and welcome back to the Fracking Farmhouse. And this week, me and Jelly here are going to talk about the beast from the east, because we've had much fun with that, a whole week with snow. Oh, terrible, wasn't it? I remember 2011 when we had like about it seemed like a month when it didn't go above freezing. But anyway, we've had some snow. Oh, terror, terror, terror. INEOS, in their response, they've responded to the coalition letter talking about them taking the National Trust to court, and all these landowners from the north of England and people were saying that INEOS are really bad people for doing that. But an INEOS spokesman said 2 weeks ago the UK came perilously close to running out of gas. It had, if it had, the lights would have gone out. We got gas lights, sorry. Millions of people in our homes, hospitals and schools would have struggled to stay warm as they lost heating in the coldest week of the year. In the event Britain got lucky, blah, 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 yeah. Thanks, INEOS. In the event nothing happened, which still worked, right? There was actually a little supply warning. The National Grid, go on, read security of supply. It says we don't have a problem. They did say that we might have to put one of the contingency plans in. We got lots of contingency plans. One of the contingency plans is industrial users like INEOS, to get cheap gas, they have something written into their contract that says should there be a big domestic surge in demand, they have to turn their gas supply down. Okay? So like, just make a few less plastic for a little bit, because it makes more financial sense to do that than to have a load of spare capacity in the system that you hardly ever use. You know, we had a week of cold, this beast from the east, and we've had 4 or 5 years where we would never have used it. So you know, there was the lights going out. What are they on about? You know, it's electric light. There was no problem with it. The National Grid aren't saying there's a problem. It's only INEOS who want to force fracking on people that are using this scare tactics. It's a very common tactic. Make people scared and they'll do things they don't want to do. People don't want to do fracking because it's extremely dangerous. It pollutes air, water, it affects health, and it's the wrong way forward. If you want security of supply, there you go. I wasn't worried. You'll see in the beginning of this, I've got a big pile of logs, right? Diversification of heat. Not everyone can have log fires. Where I work, we have biomass boilers. And what I saw at the same time, there was a program on North, there was a feature on a domestic, what they call decentralized heating grids. I'm going to have to do this bit again. What they have is community heating systems. So they're actually going to burn waste in Leeds, and that's going to heat a lot of housing. And once you have this decentralised, off-the-grid, local community schemes, you're not worried. Where I work wasn't worried because their wood chip boiler keeps going. So the more people you can get off the gas grid, the less demand you have on the grid, the less you need, and the less stress this cold snap has. One other thing that came in was, and they also showed, the Rough gas storage facility. Now, I didn't know about this a year ago, but it's been there since the 60s-ish. It was an area under the North Sea where we've extracted the gas, and we have since then been putting gas in the summer when gas is cheap, and then drawing it out in times of emergency. Sounds a useful thing to have, doesn't it? You know, remember the old gasometers they used to have? So that's what we've been doing. Now they've closed the Rough storage facility, and it was detailed a lot in the Gas Security of Supply, my favourite book, because it said it didn't work. We didn't need it because the markets are working so well. And what's actually happened, because Rough storage facility is owned by Centrica, and Centrica is a private company that was making its money by buying cheap gas in the summer and then selling it to the grid in the winter when it was more expensive. But because the markets are working so well, the difference in price between summer and winter wasn't enough to refurbish it because it was getting a bit old. So they just said shut it down, and we can work with it. And there was no gas security of supply issues. The lights didn't go out. Fracking is still dangerous, it's still unnecessary. Jelly knows and we know. So thank you for watching the Fracking Farmhouse this week, and don't worry about beasts from the east, okay? Because we're safe and warm. Thank you. Thank you for watching the Fracking Farmhouse. If you like what you see, me and Oscar say, please click like, and please subscribe to our channel, and please share it with your friends. Let's get this thing out on Facebook. We are trying to get the message out there. We don't need fracking. Thank you very much.